guys, today I'm going to read a story to you called Just Like You. In a little tin cottage in the deep piney forest lived a field mouse named Henry and his spider friend Boris. Boris had 7 legs that were really quite strong, but his last leg was curled, so he pulled it along. As he crept and crawled over shady pathways, Henry waited for Boris so they could both play. Though Henry was fast and ran all the mouse races, those he passed on the track made nasty mouse faces. And since Henry was deaf, his ears folded in half. He couldn't hear other mice tease him or laugh. So Boris spun webs with words Henry could read and wove stories in them for Henry to see. Other spiders were bullies, acting mean, poking fun. Your webs aren't like ours, and you can't even run. I can spin webs like yours, Boris held up his head, but I have other ways. Mine are like this instead. Still they were mean, saying Boris was lame and that Henry was dumb. You're just not the same. We are different, said Boris. Henry sighed. That is true, but in so many ways we are just like you. Henry picked Boris up and they slowly went home to their little tin house where they lived all alone. They stayed by themselves near the narrow cold creek. Under roofs of green leaves they played hide and go seek. Henry swam in the river and climbed up the trees. Boris read in the sun with a book on his knees. But then one hot day while Boris lay sleeping, Henry saw an orange spark, then saw a flame leaping. Henry signed with his paws, "Wake up, there's a fire." They saw flames spread wider, then watched them grow higher. The wind began blowing, fire danced all around, and soon their green forest would burn to the ground. We must tell the others, Boris started to weave, quickly spinning a web for them all to see. Henry tied a gold bell to the end of his tail. Then they raced up the hill with their flag like a sail. They rushed through the forest and rang their bell loudly. Boris waved his web warning, and Henry pounded doors soundly. The others poured out from their burrows and lairs to smell the gray smoke and to see soot in the air. All cried when they saw the flames in the forest. Then they ran from the fire led by Henry and Boris. When it started to rain, everyone stopped to stare. Flames sputtered and hissed, making steam in the air. They all gathered round as drops fell from the sky. When the smoke fizzled out, "We are saved!" rose the cry. They looked to each other, and each of them knew it was wrong to be mean to such friends as these two. They hoisted up Henry and then lifted Boris, their many small voices ringing out like a chorus. Because now we all see that it really is true. You are just like us, and we are just like you. And that's the end. Hope you enjoyed it. See y'all later.